Okay. A simple example here. Here's your R function. Okay, not going to read it to you. Well, 2 sine t, 5t, 2 cosine t. Those are your I, j, and k. And I could have written it as 2 sine t I plus 5t j plus 2 cosine t k. But I want to, use equivalent representations because you're going to see equivalent representations. So the magnitude of your velocity, which is your speed, is what? Well, it's the magnitude of r prime. And r prime is going to have components 2 cosine t, 5, and negative 2 sine t. Well, you take the magnitude of r prime and you're going to get 4 plus 25. Okay? The 25 comes from the fact that the derivative of this is 5, and when you square that component, you get 25. The 4 comes from the fact that you're going to get, when you square the components of r prime, the I and the k components of r prime, you're going to get 4 cosine squared t and 4 sine squared t. Add those up, you get 4 times sine squared plus cosine squared, which is just 4. So it all comes out easily. Write it out step by step carefully and see how it works out. And people in class did that, and the only thing they didn't do is they didn't notice that the sine squareds and the cosine squareds simplified. And they saw that right away when I said, well, that's just 2 numbers, and that's really lucky because these things are often impossible to integrate, but this just comes out square root of 29, which is an easy quantity to integrate. So what do? Our ds is our magnitude of v times dt, which is square root of 29 dt. We integrate ds from t equals 0 to t equals pi. And I didn't specify that, although I think we stated it. Matter of fact, this came directly from the book, and it was stated in the book, but let's take it here, okay? From t equals 0 to t equals pi, how far do we travel? Okay, I'm being warned that my battery pack is about to die. So maybe I'll get this finished and maybe not. Well, we just do the integral. We integrate ds, which means we integrate square root of 29 dt from t equals 0 to t equals pi, and we get what we get. And that's approximately 5.4 pi. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop here and interpret this a little bit, and interpret it in terms of the path. But since my battery's going down, there's no need to continue until I swap out